Welcome back to Hour 2 of the Tom Barnard Show. I am Simonson, sitting in for Tom. With me in the studio to my right, we have...
Brian Miller.
And to my left...
Isaac Whitty.
And right to my left...
Jews.
We will be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Bryant, Bradshaw, and Bryant, what's the latest, man?
Just people are still being called by adjusters all the time and talking to them, and when they do, they give up lots of rights.
They do. So basically what they do is the adjuster comes and says, oh, you've been in a terrible accident, we'll take care of you right now, don't call a lawyer, just forget about it, and we'll take care of you.
Yeah, they tell them things that are half right, or they tell them things that can hurt their case, or they tell them you can't do this, you can't do that, and people believe it because they're trying to get their car paid for or stuff, and they just don't know all their rights.
So they should call a lawyer.
They should call a lawyer because it's free to call.
They should
and
call
we can go
you.
through all your rights. They can call me.
Not
they
should call you.
They should call somebody who can understand their rights.
But if they don't call you, then this and the KQ Morning Show will go under.
That's true. It will.
Okay,
Boom.
so I'm just thinking to myself here. That's all in any case, you want me to do the Casey Case and close again?
That's my favorite.
So what's the number to call?
Well, the number to call is 800-770-7008 or the website, which is minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Tommy, I need some help.
That's not exactly a news flash.
What? Oh, very funny, Mr. National Treasure. I need some help because Walzer needs used cars. We're having a big promotion from now till the end of the month.
Well, what are the details?
It's pretty simple. We'll pay Kelly Blue Book Excellent for vehicles 2007 and newer with under 150,000 miles. Some luxury cars don't qualify, but nearly everything else does.
Are these trade-ins?
Trades or we'll buy them outright. But wait, there's more.
That sounded as natural as a twins in a pennant race.
Yeah, sorry. We'll also give you your choice of fabulous prizes.
Oh, boy, like a Paul Walzer bobblehead?
Yeah, I got the list right here. How about this? Kate Spade handbag?
That's Spade.
Dr. Dury headphones?
That's Dre.
Galloway golf set?
It's Callaway. What's wrong with you?
It might be time for some bifocals.
It might be time for something. I'll take it from here. Get Kelly Blue Book Excellent for your trade and also choose from one of 30 fabulous gifts. See Walzer.com for details. Offer expires May 31st.
It's all in the air, you hear it everywhere. No matter what you do, it's gonna grab a hold on you. California soul.
We're playing Andy Kindler's theme song as we come back from the break. Was that your theme song? Was that accurate?
With the hanger, and the hair, the homer, and the homer, and the hammer. Yeah. Yeah.
Why did you choose comedian?
Oh, I can't stand that kind of singing. I bet that person's a nice human being. I don't want to hear that song ever again. And then the other one that's terrible is the one, the California Jeep things they use. California.
She's a spinner girl. Come on down to the water. Like the old, 1940s.
It's specific was the California.
It's their
national
theme song,
anthem
but
or
it's
something.
sang by a woman in 1912. It sounds like
No,
through a.
No, it's an old man doing.
Oh, it's an old man.
Like as if he's doing his Al Jolson. Anyone know the song?
I know
I
the
got the
commercial.
song on my head now.
Here, do the Mike. Look up the California travel commercial.
Yeah,
song.
Because it's hard to get. It's hard to get. Would you whisper in the back of your hair? And I like the way it goes up on Sunday. Yeah, yeah.
Dreamers commercial, I assume, is what you're talking about.
Yeah, let's give it. Let's rip it off here.
See what happens here.
People think Californians are just a bunch of dreamers.
This one?
No. We want the one. There's a theme song.
Is that what people think about
He's right.
California?
It sounds like somebody put the needle on a record player.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden.
I got California. They love the deep blue sea.
From your mountains to the sea.
That's
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah.
it. The mountains of the sea. I want to be with California.
It's
like a
oh,
dust
little
bowl.
Annie and the hoo-hee-hee.
That's not it.
Whatever you do,
No.
don't bring us to...
No.
We've sent him on an impossible journey
It's
by
just
us just singing nonsense. We're just sitting over here going, wah, 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 wah,
This
wah,
makes
wah.
sense to me,
Like we haven't heard this. You guys live in California, but they don't.
No, it's
play.
national.
Yeah,
This is
it's like one of those things where it's like, come to Kansas City, we have barbecue.
Ah, okay.
I hope I'm right about this, because if we're just getting tortured in California, I'm going to make
That
more of a-
seems
They're running your
more of a
tourism
stink
commercials
about
in
it.
your state.
Yeah,
That's
they're
very
running
backwards.
tourism commercials in our state.
I think you could spend the money wiser.
Yeah, people here in California already like it. Let's go to where are we now? Let's go to Minneapolis. God damn it, I can't remember. Oh, I'm sorry for. Oh, it's a podcast.
It's
I don't know what
it's
I'm
a
doing.
podcast. You can do whatever you want.
Oh well, then you're a real gosh darn jerk thing.
Nailed it. I feel like you nailed it. Can we play a game?
Anywho,
Can we play a game?
can we?
I have always thought that you are a Jew, first and foremost, but secondly, a
handsome
Jew.
Handsome Jew. Yeah.
Thirdly,
not that handsome. Take that back.
Fourth,
the least attractive man in the studio, I think.
and 5.
Handsome. Good at parties.
That's the one. I think you are I think you are great with quick opinions. I think you just.
Yeah.
I
That's
give
all
you
my opinions are.
I give you
and that's
something
all
and you
backing
run.
it up. Then it's all being defensive.
So and then backing off the opinion that you just.
So I want to shout some sentences at you, and I want you to run with them. I want you to give me pro, con, yes, no,
Gotcha.
Pick a side. We've already covered guns. We can let that one go. Polygamy, Andy Kindler. For it.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
Love it. Should it be legal to marry your mom or dad?
I hope not, because I'm already into it. I don't want there to be illegal. That's all I need is the government encouraging it. I already can't keep my hands off my mom. Jesus Christ! If my mom listens to this, I'll kill both of us.
Are you pro what the Japanese people have been doing to dolphins, or against it? Follow-up question: would you ever wear a dolphin coat? These are from our listeners.
I'm against it. No on the coat, but I don't know anything. I'm not culturally aware.
What's your favorite animated villain of all time?
Bluto.
From Popeye.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
He's a rapist, isn't he?
No, come on.
No, he just gets a little pushy with Olive.
What
Relax.
the hell are you? How do you
Sorry,
watch
guys.
Popeye?
Oh wow,
It's a cartoon show,
I'm really
Isaac.
sorry.
This is not your father's Popeye. Are you going to make a new version? Don't ruin Popeye for me.
Come on.
Instead of spinach, it's heroin. I need my heroin.
It's real strong.
I'm
Like
strong.
you do on it's heroin. A propaganda commercial for heroin.
I'm weak to the finish because I said no to the spinach and started to shoot up some heroin.
Is that the California?
Hey, olive oil. Olive oil. You holding? Are you holding? Bluto, what's the matter with you? Kiss my ass, olive oil. Is Popeye around? Boy, is he annoying with the always talking under his breath.
Hey, Bluto, I'll give you a run over with my girl if you give me some heroin.
PG-13, kids. Come on, maybe the kids shouldn't be seeing it.
No, I think that's a darker version. Pretend I'm your son.
Mm-hmm.
Which
what
I
do
think
you mean
is,
pretend?
Which I think is fun for both of us.
Yeah, I am your son.
Yes.
No, that's not what they meant to say.
I'm your son.
Yeah.
And explain to me, we just saw Terminator 3 together.
Right.
Explain to me, Dad, how come the robot's hair and face got older?
Because that's the only. It's the Terminator's kryptonite. Is aging and being a governor. Governor. Yeah, you people don't want to deal with it. You didn't laugh because I shocked you with that joke. Yeah, you're still stunned.
We're just not ready for it.
You're not ready for that kind of
No,
non-comedy.
I'm in a current disagreement that, okay, let's pretend there's a high school basketball gym.
Does everything have to be a fantasy with you?
Everything is a fantasy with me. Is
it.
everything not a fantasy with you? Pretend.
Yes. Carrie. I'm thinking about Carrie.
High school basketball gym, and it's covered by a steel cage a la a cage match.
Don't bring French into it.
There's a cage on the inside or the outside?
It surrounds the outside.
Oh, okay.
And it's me, Cy Amundsen, fighting 100 grandmothers. 1 on 100. Can I defeat them all? Yes or no?
Sure.
I think so, too.
You could.
There's a lot of naysayers. The requirements are they have to be minimum 70 years of age and actually have a grandchild. And I have to fight them all at once, and it's technically to the death.
Oh, you'll kill them.
Thank you.
I don't think so. No,
Thank
I don't
you.
think so because I'm saying this because not all of them are going to be toothless. I mean, once they start biting one after another.
But I think
they're not going to get close enough.
That's exactly right. I put myself up against a corner and I fight like a scared child.
Have you ever watched two old ladies try to leave a house? It takes forever. There's no way 100 of them are going to coordinate an attack.
You hear that, Eric? I was right.
By the way, you didn't specify. Do you have a semi-automatic weapon?
No weapons. No weapons.
Then it's
The
not
grandmas
then why
don't
would
have any
Why
weapons
would I
either.
watch
Ooh,
that?
Are
Why
they
would I watch
chosen at random grandmothers, or are they like professionally trained grandmothers? Do they have backgrounds?
You can pick the grandmother.
This is not your grandmother's grandmother.
You're talking about my great-great-great-grandmother.
Never mind. Just get into the slogan. The slogan's great. Forget the details. If it wasn't great, would I have gone to it?
Who wins in a fight, you or Jimmy Pardo? Most importantly, you get a sword. Jimmy Pardo is on angel dust.
Jimmy Pardo will win on angel dust because normally he.
Do you know how to use a sword?
Is that a euphemism for my thing? Because yes, I do. Oh, I don't want to say I'm well endowed, but if I went to a nude beach,
Yeah?
I would constantly be stepping on my penis
Whoa.
because it's so long and floppy. Never gets hard, but gets floppy like the ladies love it.
It sounds like you're hitting on us all of a sudden.
Hello, guys.
Sounds
Hello,
like
fellas.
you have a medical issue.
You know, you guys look pretty damn good. I'm not just saying it sexually.
You're not.
No. I'm not gay, but I would sleep with all three of you guys. Oh, let me get this right. Mm-hmm. I sleep with one guy at summer camp when I'm 7. I join the Navy and sleep with a series of people. I run a gay bathhouse in San Francisco in the 90s. I have a recent affair with 7 people. I slept with 2 guys online last night. Oh, and I'm gay? Oh, I'm the bad guy. Oh, I'm the gay guy now. Oh, because I've been doing gay things? Oh, great. You bake one cake. You're not a baker. A series of affairs. I opened up a Barbra Streisand appreciation society. Peter Allen joke. You're not putting that part in, right?
We're taking a lot of
We're
this
going to
out.
keep everything except the
keep
Peter
everything.
Allen joke part.
Keep everything except the funny parts.
Okay, we're just going to cut this.
Cut the funny.
cut
Too
the
much
funny.
funny. That's always my note when I was in radio. Too funny. The morning meeting. Too
Was that-
funny. People are trying
Then
to
you
drive
need you
to
to
work.
dial it down.
Dial it down. People are trying to drive to work. Someone knocks over coffee because they're laughing. Boom. Then we got a
Crashes.
lawsuit. Boom.
And you're liable for manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter.
Well, that's why we don't do the morning zoo here. Let's keep it.
Vehicular manslaughter with Andy Kindler.
Every morning.
Reeling it in.
Plus music you can't stand anymore. Every morning, drive time. Who wants to hear Fill Me Up Buttercup one more time?
Me.
Why don't you fill me up, bang, bang, bug. Hey, who hasn't heard Cherish enough?
How many Cherish jokes is too many Cherish jokes
Right.
in a podcast?
Come on, get up and dance. It's Bob Seger's I Like That Old Time Rock and Roll.
Do people ever describe you as the Bob Seger of comedy?
They do, but I just want to say my favorite lyrics of all time, and this is including poetry, is don't take me to no disco. That's my favorite lyric.
That's your favorite of all time?
Oh, don't you take me to no disco.
Yeah.
Like
I'm with you.
It's like he's in the passenger seat and he's like, "Hey, where
Yeah.
are we going?" And, "Oh, we're gonna head on down to a disco."
No, don't take me to no disco.
Come on.
Have you not heard the song?
Yeah. Well, I just want you to get. I want to get you there so I can get you out on the floor.
Where are you willing to let it take
On
you?
the floor.
You won't even.
I want an anthem. I want my anthem to be all about how rigid I am and how I won't accept new information. That's what my anthem is. This old dog isn't going to learn any tricks. Bow! Play a 4/4 rhythm that is boring. Go! Bow, bow, ba-da-dow.
I ain't gonna leave the porch. Yeah, stuff
Bow,
like
bow,
that.
bow, rock and roll. I like a rock and roll.
Nothing cool's had been created since I was 28.
And I like it that way. Now give me the silver bullet.
Is it just me, or has everything sucked ever since I got older?
That being said, I do enjoy night moves.
Well, yeah.
And Against the Wind. Against the Wind. Do we have to pay for this when we do the little snippets?
Can we play?
Against the
Can we
wind.
play night moves?
Yeah.
I keep running against the wind. So why don't you go out when it's less windy? I says to him in that song. That's how I started comedy. I play a bit of that song, and I do. All right, enough already with Against the Wind. Why don't you go with the wind?
Well, how about turn the other way around?
Turn the other way around,
Helps with
Seeger.
gas mileage.
Absolutely.
I hope this is with the Silver Bullet Band. Yeah.
Better believe it.
This is a great song. There's nothing you can say to deny it.
This is a good song.
A little too tall, could use a few pounds.
I want you to think about this. I don't want you to speak. I want you to take this in while you enjoy this. I want you to think, if it's not this song, what song are we playing at Andy Kindler's funeral? Which I assume will be a party. Take it in. Think about it.
Okay, I got it.
I want you to take it. I want you to think about it through the break. I want to let our audience enjoy this song. And then you're going to tell us when we come back from the break is how radio works.
My favorite song that references a Chevy.
We're going to take a break, everybody. We'll be right back on Bob Seger Radio.
That is a great song. Come on.
That is a great song. It is not as great, transition, as My Pillow. I'm doing a commercial right now. Commercials are supposed to be organic reads.
I thought you went crazy.
People naturally talking about pillows. Your experience with pillows, what you like about them, how your dogs love their pillows, obviously. Well, I have to tell you, Tom has been talking about My Pillow for quite some time now, and I finally went out and got one. I have a terrible neck. This is actually true. I don't have to lie on this commercial. I went out and got a My Pillow. I have got 2 herniated discs, not desks.
I have 2 herniated discs.
Kindler has 2 herniated discs. I have a herniated disc. I went out and got one. It has a 10-year warranty guaranteed not to go flat, 60-day money-back guarantee, patented interlocking fill that adjusts to your individual sleep needs. It's washable and dryable. Is your pillow washable and dryable? It is USA/Minnesota made. It's a hometown product, and it is the official pillow of the National Sleep Foundation. So if you call 1-800-516-5146 and use the promo code TOM, that's TOM, or go to mypillow.com with the promo code TOM, you can get in and get a discount.
Wow.
Yeah, you're on the road a lot. Get a pillow, travel with it. Be one of those people who travels with a pillow.
Sounds like I've often said I need more things to travel with.
And this would be a home run in that category. MyPillow.com.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Thomas.
Thomas?
Mr. Thomas, according to our records, you are due for a new roof.
Your records, huh? What kind of records?
Well, we've consulted the Minneapolis telephone directory.
And somehow you know I need a new roof?
Well, we just figured all that snow up north there, y'all probably need a new roof, every couple of years, right? No?
When you need the straight scoop on your roof, trust the local experts at All Around. All Around knows how to do Minnesota roofs right here. And they're not going to sell you a roof you don't need. All Around is a master elite installer for American-made GAF shingles. They have the most comprehensive shingle warranty in the business, and they offer the most competitive prices, plus special rate financing. Visit allaround.com or call 763-447-3944 for a free, no-obligation consultation.
All Around, we get it done and we do it right.
This is exciting. This is more exciting music. We left on some sleep music and we came back on some excitement. Did you think about your funeral song?
Honestly, I did not think about it because
unbelievable.
I have ADHD.
That thing where they the new cartoon shows on FX?
I don't remember what I just said.
Are you on Stone Quackers?
Is that a real show?
Yeah. It's the kids, the Power Violence kids.
I'm on Gluten Free.
You're gluten free.
New show, Gluten Free.
Yeah, what's that show about?
It's about we try to get people watching, thinking that somehow using gluten free will make the show more popular.
And it's not a cooking show. It's just a regular show about you. But you try to.
No, it's a regular. It's kind of like Carson Daly, but with less energy.
Okay.
But every once in a while, someone will be like, "Hey, Andy, would you like some bread and butter?"
Nah, is it gluten free?
No, it's bread.
Oh, I don't want it.
All right, I'll be moving along now.
Back to the show. Today on Gluten Free, we have Bob Gluten Bakeries. Glue Bakeries. Folks, why don't I work on the material at home and then come back next week?
How many shows have you had go to pilot just like that one that just couldn't quite get over the hump because the United States audience isn't smart enough? Because that felt like a home run to me.
Every pilot I've done has gone to series. Every series that's been on the air has gone about 10 years. You remember when I was How's It Going? Remember when I was on How's It Going?
I do remember that. What was your character's name again?
It was Thistle.
Thistle.
It was a guy who was into milk. He sold milk thistle online.
Very skinny, right?
Yeah, very skinny, and he kept saying, "How's your liver?"
Yeah, that was his catchphrase. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd walk through, you'd say that, and the crowd, because that was multicam, right?
Right.
Yes.
And then I was on press 1 to leave a message.
Okay. And what was the character's name on that one?
It was Eddie, the phone answering guy. His whole thing was he just couldn't stop.
But he was deaf, right?
That was the thing.
Yes, he was.
He
a deaf
loved
guy.
to answer phones, but he never knew when the call was coming.
What else were you on?
And we would mock him. I would say to him, I was like an insult guy on that show.
I thought you were Eddie. You were not Eddie.
No, I wouldn't take a part. There was no hearing.
Yeah. That's too non-ADA for you.
They cast a real deaf person for that, right?
So
for
you played.
Not that there's anything wrong with deaf people, but I don't want to be associated with them.
That's a controversial stance.
So you played bad Eddie.
I'll do a benefit.
Good thing there's not closed captioning on this.
Is it a paid benefit?
If it's a paid benefit, I'm interested to hear more.
So on that show, you played Eddie's twin, Bad Eddie, who criticized Eddie all the time.
Yeah,
What else have you been on?
I said Eddie. What was the name of the show? What was the show again?
Press 1 for
Eddie.
something.
Everyone, I say, hey, what are you, deaf?
Yeah.
I don't remember what I said because
was that your catchphrase?
Hey, what are you, deaf?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm sorry, he can't hear you. He's deaf.
It's a home run catchphrase.
You know, a lot of times I feel like my delivery saves not even bad material; it's non-material.
Well, I feel like you're on a show for so long and you develop this character, and then you have to. People love it so much, you have to bring it back on the radio, and it's just not the same.
It's not the same. But the truth to your question, because a lot of times people say, Andy, you've made me laugh for 45 minutes. This is my podcast reactions I get.
Okay.
I was on the floor, but I wanted it to turn around and get the deep Andy. Deep Andy.
I always tell people about the deep Andy.
Educational Andy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Raggedy Andy.
So I'm going to answer your question. What was the question again?
What shows have you been on?
Oh, yes. Almost nothing I've been on. Not only do things that I make not go to series, I've closed down several comedy clubs. Like the weekend, like a one-nighters, the week after I'm there, gone. Sorry. There's no longer
because obviously
Tuesday
because
nights
no one can follow you.
Yeah, that's right.
It's because no one can follow you. I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
Yeah, how can we top this show? How can we top this attendance?
Everybody literally left during the show. How can we beat that?
Yeah. And that's really literally happened to me about 8 or 9 times about clubs. And then everything I've made hasn't gone. I've had a fantastic
No, you've been on some other stuff.
God, I got a little depressed
What else have you been on? You've been on some other stuff.
I was on a show called Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, see, now we're being real. I thought you were going to keep giving me fake
I
shows.
was also on... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought...
I love Everybody Loves Raymond.
That's the other side of Andy Kindler, is the guy who thinks he's just been asked to give his credits. Oh, yes, I was on Everybody Loves Raymond. Yes, it was a very good show. I was on the Butter Years.
Yep, the Butter Years, obviously, about a family in Wisconsin that was wildly poor and then struck it rich with a butter mine.
Well, what happened was they got bought up by a margarine conglomerate.
Okay, and what was your character on that show again?
Old-fashioned Andy.
Old-fashioned Andy, who was the son of...
Yes.
The son of the guy who originally owned the property, correct?
Right.
And he refused to... he didn't want to sell to the butter... or to the margarine conglomerate.
But then he had and that was good, but he also had a side business.
Which was?
Where he sold Dom DeLuise cookies. I don't know what I'm saying. You know,
cookies.
I got kicked out of the Groundlings for this. They said, if you got nothing, why don't you pass the Harold down?
I want to see you carry the baton.
I've heard that.
In
All right,
last place.
I'm ready. This time I'm going to stay engaged.
What else?
I like that there would be a fast-talking $2,000 suit margin guy.
Margarine guy. Look,
but he wasn't. That wasn't him. He
No,
was
no,
old-fashioned.
he's the other
That was the other guy.
They wanted me to
that
sell
guy
out.
was the asshole, and you would not do it.
I would not
I
sell.
believe, wasn't your catchphrase something like "over my dad's"?
Dead butter dish.
Yeah, dead butter dish.
Over my dad's clogged arteries.
Yes,
will I
that's
sell
the
you
one.
my
churning with excitement?
Churning with excitement.
Well, that was a
starring Andy
review.
Kindler.
I remember reading that review. Yeah. What else have you been on?
You know that Hitler. This is true. The Hitler enjoyed milk. That he was lactose tolerant. It was the only thing that Hitler was tolerant of.
Huh.
You know, it's an interesting joke. I mean, this isn't me launching into a joke, but Hitler was lactose tolerant.
Go on.
He was Jew intolerant. But lactose, enjoyed it. And we'll be back with comedy based on references that are over 70 years old. This guy looks like he voted for Wendell Willkie one too many times. I was also in the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, that was
That
one
was
of
a
my
great
favorite shows.
movie.
That was late 90s, right?
Yeah, I was. And I played the guy who ran the area with all the cheesecakes were displayed.
Yeah, the cheesecake wheel.
Yeah, and
were you
I said,
cheesecake wheel, Andy?
What'll it be? What'll it be?
I think I remember an episode where you would spin the wheel and not give people the particular cheesecake that they liked. And that was a controversial episode.
My whole thing was they always say agree in improv. My always things go the other way. Have instant conflict.
Yep.
Boy, this canoeing down this river is really fun to canoe down.
We're not on a canoe. We're at the amusement park.
You idiot. Yeah. And then it'd be a big fight. And I thought people liked it.
I always like it.
That's one of my favorite things is bad improv. I love bad improv. When you don't yes and.
When you don't yes and.
Completely rip everything off from under the other person.
Or you do a lot of fumfering. Well, this bar's about to close, I guess.
Another thing I learned that you're not supposed to do in improv, you're not supposed to go, Uncle Henry, you're crazy. You should go take your pills.
Yep.
Because that discredits everything that they've said.
By
and
calling
why
them
would
crazy?
we watch you?
Yep.
Yeah. If you say, isn't that right? You're an improv.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a big problem
very
for
true.
Andy and I because we're launching a two-man show
Called
this
Go
fall
Take Your Pills.
No, it's called You're Crazy, Old Man. Go take your pills, and we just take turns playing the old. That's going
to be okay.
You think
that's
that'll be
okay.
fine?
It's okay because at least we're committing to that.
Yeah, that's my. I suppose if that's our main bit, but
That's how you do it. That's
I'm
how
a
you
little
get-
concerned hearing what Isaac just said.
Well, what I do is when I go on pitch meetings, I say to the executives, I let them come up with the show.
Mm-hmm.
They say, "What's your idea?" And I say, "Well, it's about a guy who originally he was born. Where are you from originally? Chicago. He's from Chicago. From Chicago.
Can I play the executive in
You
this
play
situation?
executive.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Kindler. It's been a long time.
Please call me Mr. Kindler.
Oh, hello,
Sir
Mr. Kindler.
Please call me Sir Kindler.
What do you have for us today?
Well, I have a great idea about the show. It's about
Okay.
a guy, and he is, and he was originally. But where are you from?
I'm from Minneapolis.
He's from
Minnesota.
Minneapolis.
Really?
This guy's from Minneapolis.
Really? Okay, go on.
And he's an executive. He's an executive at a television executive.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
I really like this.
But his dream, you're an executive, right?
I am an executive.
Okay. So,
yes.
but he always had a dream. He always wishes that what do you wish that you had done with your
God,
life?
if I could have played professional basketball,
He
I think that'd have been
wishes
really
he
nice.
could be a professional basketball player.
Excuse me,
So that's the
Mr.
show.
Executive, there's a major celebrity on the phone for you. You don't want to
Excuse
take
me,
the call.
Andy.
You don't want to take the call.
I'm busy.
Oh, all right. I'll tell the major celebrity you're busy.
Well, especially if his name is Major Celebrity. That way, that's a tell.
He's my Pilates instructor.
Yeah. There's a major celebrity on the phone. I cannot reveal the name. I am not at all trying to terminate your meeting. Yeah, and so okay, and so yeah. And what team did you want to play for?
My hometown team, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yes. So what happens is this guy from Minneapolis becomes a television executive, but he always had a dream of playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So what happens?
This is magical sneakers?
He has magical sneakers. How could we be finally someone on the same page with me?
I hear what you're selling.
And New Balance sponsors it.
Okay,
The
product placement.
The show sells itself and it writes itself, depending on whatever you think would be good.
That's a home run.
That's it.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is how Hollywood works.
Yes, we'll be back, and we'll be back. Not with more, but we'll be back.
But we'll be back with something.
With something. Oh, why am I going to commercial?
Because we let you.
Are we going to commercial right now?
We are. Now I'm going to try to read another one. Cy Amundsen here for my friends at DentCraft, the only company I use and trust when it comes to dent removal needs. Was your vehicle outside during the recent hailstorm that impacted the Twin Cities? Was it, Isaac?
It impacted the Twin Cities.
Yes. If so, would it have been possible to escape the hail damage? Fixing hail damage can seem daunting when having to get quotes and dealing with the hassle of insurance claims, but not with my guys at DentCraft. DentCraft is the Twin Cities' most reliable solution for hail damage repair. DentCraft makes it easy, fast, and worry-free. So visit my friends at DentCraft for all your dent and hail repair needs, conveniently located in Wayzata on the north side of Highway 394, just west of downtown. And as a bonus, by mentioning that Tom and the Tom Barnard Show sent you, DentCraft will remove all of your door dents for free when your vehicle is in for hail repair. Oh my God, I actually need that. So I'm going to mention that. Go to DentCraft, that's craft with a K.com, to learn more.
What does being really ready for retirement mean? And when do you start working on this? We all want to know we have enough money to last as long as we do, and the time to start preparing to make that happen is right now. No matter how young or old you are, Sandbold & Associates can help. Terry Sandbold and his dedicated team have been helping people just like you to get really ready for retirement for over 28 years now, and they're just getting started. You need to get started, too. Call Sandbold & Associates for a no-cost, no-obligation financial review or second opinion. Ask yourself, are you working with a professional who truly cares about your financial future? When was the last time you had a review of your goals and portfolio? Go to helpmeterry.com. Let Terry and his team help you get really ready for retirement, even if you're just starting out. Helpmeterry.com. Registered representative of Securities offered through Questar Capital Corporation, QCC, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services offered through Questar Asset Management, QAM, a registered investment advisor. Sandbold & Associates is independent of QCC and QAM.
It's a good cut.
This is your song, Andy.
Oh.
I have to tell you, I love this song. Spirit in the Sky.
Oh, you're talking about the Norman Greenbaum connection.
Norman Greenbaum.
I'd forgotten about that part, and just was appreciating the song. But once you find out that it is Norman Greenbaum, it's hard to enjoy it.
I'm a big T-Rex fan also.
But he wasn't in that group, was he?
No. It just falls into, I feel like, a similar category.
I don't even know what T-Rex is. I mean, I've heard people reference it.
Can you pull up some T-Rex, Mike Rasmussen?
Yes. Who references it in the song? With T-Rex.
I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of things. You know Isaac doesn't like music?
I don't listen to music very often.
Wait a second, Isaac. Let's get into this.
Yep.
How is this possible?
No, it's not that I don't like music. I just don't listen to music very often. That's all.
He's a talk radio type guy.
Yeah.
Wait a second. If you say you better, what's that song?
I don't know.
You better. And if you say I need you say who? Come on, who knows that song?
I need to Shazam you.
And that song, and that song they reference T-Rex.
Any particular T-Rex song?
Or a T-Rex?
Just greatest hits. We'll just.
You have to be inspired by music, Isaac. Maybe this will do.
I must not feel the same way most people do.
This is T-Rex.
Yeah, this is a great song.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this.
Also, I have done a little research on my own. Mike Rassman, are you on Facebook?
Yes.
Get on that mess. I found the California song.
Okay.
Which is the only thing I've been doing this entire time.
I figured this.
Have you guys ever been to a club like where the music is really loud? That's
it's not good.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
It's bad. You might have are you sensitive to sounds in general? They bother you?
No.
I have really,
Trying to give you an out.
really sensitive ears.
Inside or outside?
You have a sensitive soul.
Thank you. I've always liked to think that.
Inside or outside? What are you
Is
planning
it
on
an
poking
auditory
him?
thing or is it like a lobe issue?
It's the interior.
Oh,
It's
okay.
loud noises. I
Is that
wear
the kind of way you
earplugs
talk?
for music.
I got to go to the doctor. I got a lobe issue. I'm sorry. I cut you off like I cut off everybody. What were you saying?
No, I was fine. I needed you to defend me with the low.
Why'd you go low all of a sudden?
Sometimes my voice does that. I like to bring it down low.
Oh, Chad Dillon.
It reverse tracks?
Here's where I like to go. It's just the radio's got the
Chad
best of me
Dillon,
at this
lace
point.
and a pretty face and a ponytail hanging down and a wiggle and you walk
and a giggle when you talk.
Makes the world go round. Why you talk about
I lost it.
Oh, baby, that's what I like.
You know what I would like to do on that song?
good.
I want to add the girl's voice to it, and she's saying the other side of the conversation.
When he's going,
It's like,
a giggle
I
when you talk.
want you to a bunch of perverted stuff. He's like, oh, will I what?
Oh, yeah.
What? And then she's like, and do this and do that. And whoa, you know what I like.
Oh, baby.
You've just ruined that song for the rest of my life. Unbelievable. Cheapening the classics.
Do you want to hear the California song?
Let's do
Yes.
the California song.
Oh, God, shoot me.
What?
Yeah, that's not the version, though.
It's the one I could find.
This is it, though.
Oh.
I can find a different one.
It's not.
This
far
is the
from
one the guy
actual
is
one.
imitating.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize that the guy who sang it had limited recording facilities. He didn't walk around going, "Meh, meh, meh."
So this is a state song for California.
That is the worst
That's their
song.
state song,
That's the
yeah.
worst selection of words.
You guys might be tired of talking about this, but I think we would be interested. Now, you guys living in L.A., do you guys have to take short showers now? Like, has your lifestyle changed since you're running out of water?
I'm scared about it all. I'm not scared about it all the time, but I mean, it's something like when you live in a drought area, you start to think, when is the morning going to wake up? And they keep saying it's going to run out in a year, and then every time it rains, they go, it would have to rain like this for 4 centuries more to put one glass of water. So I don't like it one bit. I do try and take shorter.
You know what
I'm
said?
shorter too. See, Cy is taller, so his showers.
So my showers are longer because of
showers,
more
yeah.
skin.
Yes,
So the water
Surface
gets to
area
you faster. So there's
That's
that.
a good point, though. What I did
That's science.
is I went out and
That
I
is
bought,
science.
I bought one of those shower nozzles that you can flip the thing so while you're showering you can stop the water.
That's good.
Is that
And so
right?
what I do is I get in, I get wet, I stop the water, I lather up
Slower.
my hair and my
Slower.
body.
Talk slower.
I lather up my hair.
Yeah.
I lather up my
You have any
body.
videos of this? Or?
I turn it. They're on. Yes, they're on.
Paint a picture with your words, Cy.
dubsmash.com.
Paint a picture with your words.
And then I coast over the abs and along the thighs, and then I turn the water back on and I rinse it. So I've concised.
I don't get the sexual innuendo. Is there sexual innuendo going on? Because I don't get it.
Are you missing it?
I'm not missing it so much as dreading it.
But yeah, that's your answer.
Okay.
But I will tell you, I run our sprinklers nonstop, and we don't even have grass. We just have like a dirt patch.
Water
I
the
like
pavement.
a wet. My favorite
like a
thing is
wet
wet,
dirt.
constantly wet cement.
Yeah, wet cement. I like a good wet cement.
Yes.
Well, it looks good.
Yeah.
Looks
I
clean.
I don't want anything.
You want people to come over and be like, "Is it raining at your house?" It never rains at my house.
It's a nice effect.
Yeah, it makes you look wealthy.
Yeah. And I'm always running a bath.
Yeah. Clawfoot tub.
No, I fill it up and then let it go down.
Yeah.
I'm practicing for when I take my bath.
Seems totally reasonable. It seems totally reasonable. What type of tub you got? Clawfoot? Something porcelain? What are you
I
running
have
with?
it's a Mitsubishi 4Runner.
Okay. Sounds nice.
It's got I have a white wall bathtub with I wish I had any lingo I knew. It's a fuel injected bathtub.
Yes. Those are popular. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you see the Paula Deen picture?
You're the only interviewer who says I have a question for you.
Before every question, by the way.
I have something to say.
I have questions for you.
Oh, you talking about the Paula Deen where she the blackface or the
brown
Ricky
where
Ricardo face?
The brown face. She dressed up as Lucy, and he dressed up as Ricky.
I mean, at this point, let them enjoy themselves. I don't know. I can't invest any more energy in how backwards or forwards the Dean family is. I wasn't big fans of the original show. I don't listen to the guys with the beards. What's that show called?
Duck.
I didn't care about
Dynasty.
Duck Calling.
Dynasty.
Never cared about Duck Calling before the series.
Wasn't a passion of yours?
Now, did you guys like that show? Who here liked that show?
I've never seen one.
I've never seen that show.
I've seen an episode.
And what was your take?
It's not good. I will tell you. So my brother is a hunter, and the guy, the really backward one, the dad who said all that stuff in the interview, that got him almost kicked off air. So he is the duck commander. He created the duck call. That's where all their money comes from. So he used to have all these underground hunting videos. Years ago, 20 years ago, that he put out that my brother had a couple of copies of. And it's just a lot of those. The first season was a lot of those bits being redone on the regular show. And they were bad then, and they're bad now.
What does that mean, underground hunting?
It wasn't on any network. It wasn't on. He was like a guy who would because there's hunting videos where guys go out and they hunt a deer or a bear, and it's like a guide, and he's saying you do this and do that. So they'd do that, but then they'd have bits. He had duck hunting bits as the best way that I can describe it.
What do you mean, like a duck hunting bit?
Well, like it's a sketch, maybe.
Yes, it's very much like a sketch.
Hey,
but done poorly.
Well, there must have been something to it because it swept the nation, right? Everyone was doing the
I
duck
think
calling.
there's a lot of people who like hunting.
Well, I thought it was about the. I thought they were patenting duck calls.
Well, they have.
Does it have anything to do with it?
He has a duck call. He's like one of the biggest sellers of duck calls.
How do you sell them?
He custom made a specific duck call.
Can you need more than one? I feel
don't-
like one duck call should probably hold you over.
Depends what kind of duck you're trying to get, Brian.
I mean, come on, Brian.
Tall duck, small duck.
Grow up.
Pull it together.
Pull it together, Brian.
Pull it
Here's
together.
my impression of Brian going out duck hunting. Quack, quack, quack.
Because I only want one duck.
Yeah.
Nobody wants just one duck. I'm about to get 5, 6,
Is that right?
Brian,
7 ducks.
don't look down the barrel of the gun to see if there's bullets in there. Come on, buddy. Are there bullets in here? What happens when I pull this trigger? Is that bad?
Yes. You seem like a big gun guy.
I have a big gun, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
I'm referring to my penis.
You're talking about the floppy thing that you said that touches the
let
floor,
me tell you
right?
something.
The medical issue that you raised earlier.
If I had $1 for every woman who's been horrified by me naked... Oh, no, that's the wrong thing I wanted to say about having $1. If I had $1 for every woman who's been turned off to me sexually, I would probably could have bought a condo years ago.
Condo?
Yeah. If I had any woman... I'm saying
Two-bedroom?
Well, because almost, any woman who's gotten a glimpse of me or done any business with me... Not business, but like...
No, let's call it business.
Yeah. Let's get...
Let's keep that word out there.
When I tell women I take care of business,
Yes.
that's what seems to make them go
That's
sour.
where it starts to go downhill.
Let's just say I take care of business, toots.
Is that what you say?
I call
Do
them
they
women
love
toots. Or toots they like, or...
I would assume they would like toots.
Darling. Come here, darling.
So imagine
Come here,
that's
sweet.
the kind of thing
Darling's
you'd
good.
say after sets when you're a real road dog, right?
Yeah.
Come
like
here,
what?
toots.
Come here, toots?
Yeah,
let's
like,
go...
I'll believe me, I can take care
Let's
of
go
business.
round 2. Let's have a little late show.
if you know what
Toots.
I'm saying.
That was a reference to my
Are you talking
earlier
about during the years where I would pretend to be drunk on stage and have people send me up fake shots? All right. I'm funny, man. I'm so screwed up from the alcohol. Isn't it funny?
Did that work?
It did with people who did that.
Yeah.
But I think they were really screwed. I think they had the benefit of they really were drunk, and it worked.
During the boom? Was that during the boom?
During the boom, it was during the boom. Anything goes is what I used to say.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
You could do impressions. You could do ventriloquists. Even act like Jeff Dunham would go over.
During the boom? Back in the boom? It went over well?
Just kind of like tossing him away. Even act like his would have done well in the during Prohibition.
That would actually probably be the perfect Prohibition act.
It would be. Because it would be like, let's repeal this amendment. And let's get back to the drinking.
Let's get back to the stuff. I have a game for you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pitch you? It's called Create a Movie.
I love it.
I know you love it. This is right up your alley. I'm going to give you a couple of actors.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a title, and I want you to give me the synopsis of the movie. You can be as detailed or as concise as you'd like. Is that fun?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm kind of like in a meditative state.
Okay. Mark Ruffalo.
Okay.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in A Bridge Unwalked.
What's my task again?
Just tell me what the movie's about.
Oh.
Do you want me to tell it to you again?
Mark Ruffalo and it's called The Bridge
Unwalked.
Okay.
The Bridge Unwalked, starring
With-
Mark Ruffalo
Yes.
and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
All right. It's about two guys, one who's very athletic,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one who doesn't enjoy hiking.
Okay.
And they get to the bridge, and the Nazis are chasing them, which is always true. And
Always.
And Mark Ruffalo, I can't walk. What's it? Bridge unturned?
Unwalked.
Oh, I can't walk that bridge.
Yes.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnston. And Dwayne "The Rock" says, "You can do it, kiddo." And he does some kind of a pep talk.
Okay, I love
And he
pep
smells
talks.
what he's cooking.
Does he delivers his key phrase? I smell what The Rock is
and
cooking.
then Ruffalo won't. Ruffalo stays behind, and The Rock collapses the bridge with his ego, and Neither of them work
Do
again.
they both die?
Neither of them work again.
It sounds like they're both going to die.
Well, I just saw Ruffalo in something I like, so I'd want him to work again.
He's good.
What was he in?
He was in the Steve
producer?
Carell movie.
What was it?
The music producer with Keira Knightley. That was a good movie.
Yeah, he was. I forget that was, but he was also in what's the Channing Tatum Carell movie? The
Oh,
wrestling
Foxcatcher.
movie.
Yeah.
Foxcatcher. Did you see him in Foxcatcher?
Yes, I did.
Yes,
and I enjoyed him. Yes,
he
that
was
it.
really good. What was that Keira Knightley movie called?
I always forget the name of that. It was like a musical. It was from the Once People, but
Yeah, it was really, really good. I'll give you a better one. That was too much.
I thought I knocked it out of the park.
No, I thought you did, but I think I set you
I
up for a
delivered the
little bit of
goods.
difficulty. How about Tim Allen, John Travolta in Wild Hogs 2?
Oh, well, this movie writes itself. Just rent out the locations.
Give me a location.
They're back.
Okay. The hogs are back.
I cannot foresee a scenario where I would have seen the first one to even know. I know they were road motorcycles.
Well,
Can
see,
I give
that's
you a
where
quick
you go
synopsis of the
sequel. Like
first
it was
one?
motorcycles before. It can't be. It's got to be something bigger than motorcycles.
They're four buddies.
Something like that.
They're four buddies, and they're
Who are
just,
they again?
It's John Travolta, William H. Macy, Tim Allen, and Martin Lawrence. And they're just like dad bicyclists. And John Travolta has the saddest life out of all of them. No wife, etc., etc. He convinces them all to go on a trip, and they get in a dispute with a bigger, badder biker gang, and then wind up in this town that the biker gang terrorizes, and they finally have to stand up to the biker gang, which is headed by Ray Liotta, and they win the fight.
so it's the Not So Magnificent Four.
Exactly.
Is the plot of that movie.
And
I
win.
don't
And
believe that movie ever. That's a joke.
I'm
That movie
pretty
never
sure.
got made.
I'm pretty sure the
Don't lie to
Sklar
me.
brothers are in it as the sheriffs. Yeah.
They have identical twin sheriffs?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the town that's getting terrorized has identical twin sheriffs, the Sklar
This
brothers.
movie was not made. Come on, guys. Stop
I
kidding
promise
around.
you it was made. And I'm waiting for Wild Hogs 2.
Oh, my God. Is it really Wild Hogs 2?
No, I want there to be.
All right. Well, that could be done in a second. You can retract that with...
What's the sequel you want to see?
I would like to see... Well, not a sequel so much as I'm already... I saw Paul Blart...
Really strong.
2,
I saw it too.
And I'm hungering for the third one already.
Yes, did you really? It was a nice
I
father-daughter
love the way...
storyline.
I love the... I wouldn't watch anything he did. You could... If it meant my family was kidnapped and they were going to kill them. I have to lose my family. Sorry, kids. I don't have kids, but if I did. Sorry, everyone. You're dead. I've seen that garbage.
Mal Blart, the cop. You saw the second one, Si?
Oh, yeah, I see everything.
You didn't see the first one, did you?
No.
Who here saw the first one? You saw it, right?
No, I didn't see it, actually.
You're
First
a
of all,
reviewer. You
I've
see
seen
most
parts
things.
of it while flipping through HBO.
I literally went, and my friend Joel and we go see almost everything, and I went and I saw it in the theater.
The first one?
The second one, without having seen the first one.
Did De Niro play a younger Paul Blart, and we found out how his immigrant family came to be and how he got into that power?
It starts out real sad. You learn that the woman he fell in love with in the last movie either died or divorced him. I can't remember the exact specifics, but it's real sad.
I love when a sequel opens by undoing everything that happened in the first movie. So you're like, well, then why do we even like Ted 2? It's like...
that's what I just saw that did that. Ted 2
yeah,
just did that.
They're like,
Yeah.
hey, remember the last movie? Let's pretend that didn't happen.
None of
now
it matters.
Here's more things.
So
I heard the woman said that lied about it. She was so embarrassed about the first movie that she lied that she was dead.
Oh, yeah, from the Paul Blart.
Yeah. Sorry, I just cleared my throat.
Well, let's
trying
all...
to clear my throat from that bit I was doing.
It was a good bit. Let's all clear our throats, and let's take our last break of the day.
I'm here with Kevin Ortner, CEO for Renters Warehouse. Kevin, could you tell me about Renter Nation? What is that?
Yeah, it's something I've been talking about for about the past year now. I like to tell people we're living in a renter nation. The mindset and the philosophy of people has changed so much where there's just a lot of tenants out there who would rather rent a home than buy a home. You know, before the American dream was I'm going to buy a house with a white picket fence and 2.6 kids and raise my family. Today, that's different. We're renting homes to young professionals, young families that want to live in a great school district and be long-term tenants, have great credit, great backgrounds to be a renter in our investors' homes. And it's just a different world out there. And so we have fantastic tenants that we need to match with wonderful properties. So we're really trying to show people there's a new way of renting, and renting your home can really be a great way to build that long-term equity with a safe tenant that's been screened and someone who really wants to take care of of a house for the long term, but not own it.
I actually own several properties myself, and Renters Warehouse does a great job managing them. They totally get it. Renters Warehouse.
Cy Amundsen here for Tom Barnard, and our go-to digital marketing team here at the Tom Barnard Show is MASH Digital. They are the masterminds of the show's new social media campaign. Earl Elliott, who works for them, is sitting in studio right now, and they have us covered in every platform, and their app development software is cutting edge. You may have seen our new social media giveaways happening every Twitter Tuesday and Facebook Friday. That's all being run by their social marketing team. And if you visit their website at mashdigitalmarketing.com, they will send you a free website report that shows how your site's online visibility, social media, SEO, lead generation, and mobile are performing. Visit them today at mashdigitalmarketing.com. Coming back strong.
Yeah.
Isaac had to leave because he is at improv class this evening. Isaac Whitty is at improv class this evening, so he had to leave the show.
Why couldn't he stay?
He had improv class this evening.
Level
He'll
1.
be playing pretend at level 1 improv class. And you two, Mr. Brian Miller and Mr. Kindler, you will be at Acme Comedy Company tonight all the way through Saturday.
Yes, 2 shows, Friday and Saturday, which we call the Why Belabor It shows. And then, for the 3 people coming, and people, get your tickets now, because otherwise you'll feel guilty.
Yes.
Also, tomorrow night, Thursday night, I will be on the show Marin on IFC.
Oh, you will?
Nice.
The 3rd episode of this year that I'm on. Why do I have to count everything? So I'm on it, and I'm very excited about it.
Can I just brag about the things you're on that I'm excited about?
Please do, because someone else should toot my horn for a
I
time.
love tuning. Well, you've been on all the things I love. You were a regular on Letterman. You got to be on Everybody Loves Raymond, which is my favorite show of all time, maybe. But Bob's Burgers.
Yes, I'm the voice of Mort.
You are Mort the Mortician on Bob's Burgers, so check you out on there.
Please do every Sunday. Well, I'm not on every Sunday. I'm only the only person
But you can get
who
them
has
on
to say,
Hulu. You can get them on. You can get them anywhere.
I'm the only person who says, I'm not on every episode. Stop your sob stories.
Yeah. Just you're fine. You're on you're on one of the great shows. I think that really is one of the great shows.
I get so many people who love that show. And it goes,
I'm obsessed with it, man.
And it goes by the people who created it. Lauren Bouchard, who was on from Dr. Katz.
The best. Yeah.
He's the greatest. He is.
And you're on Twitter?
I am on Twitter too much, so I'm trying to deal with my addiction to Twitter. Please, it's at Andy Kindler, and please say something that you're saying you're kidding around about, but sounds horrible on the surface.
That gets you started? That's what you want to hear?
Yeah, because if you're a friend, if somebody you know somebody, then when they say you're terrible, then you know they're kidding around. But then when a total stranger goes, you're really terrible.
It feels good.
And then you respond, well, why do you feel that way? And they go, just kidding with you.
Oh, that seems terrible.
No, I enjoy Twitter, and I just was named Tweeter of the Year.
I heard that from who was it? The hot dog people?
From
Hormel?
Fave 50 Stars, sponsored by You Just Got a 50 Fave.
Is that a publication?
No, every once in a while you have these things that they say.
Oh.
Your tweet just got faved.
Oh, yeah. I don't like my Twitter is.
Retweeting that is, to me, that's my favorite. People retweet Twitter telling them they got a bunch of stars. So they're telling us that Twitter told them that they got a bunch of stars. It's like, oh, thanks.
How else are people going to know?
Yeah.
Brian, what's your Twitter?
At B Miller Comedy.
At B Miller Comedy.
Because I didn't really understand Twitter when I made my handle, and I haven't changed it. I didn't want people to get confused with the other B Millers, like the politicians and the magicians.
I'm following you, right, Cy?
Yes, sir. Yes,
what
we're
is
Twitter
your thing?
friends.
What's your thing?
At Cy Amundsen. We are friends of the Twitter.
I just followed this guy yesterday. So far, I've gotten nothing from it.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite follow? Besides me, obviously.
Oh, well, Einstein is following me now.
Oh, that's
Very
a win.
Excited about it. And Kim Jong-un. No, there's always people.
Who do you like to follow? Who do you like?
I like. Why can't I think? I can't think of one thing. My mind's blank. Andy Richter, I love. And I love Adomian.
Adomian is real great.
I just love him in general.
I love him too. He is real.
Mary Koyabashi.
Really?
Mary Coco.
She's from here originally. Well, I think she's from Montana originally.
Is
but
she
lived
really?
here for a while. She's friends with Marie Collette.
I love her.
Yes, she is a
She's
Minnesota person originally. That's a Brooksy connection as well.
All right. And Tab Girl. At Tab Girl.
At tab girl.
Yeah,
I think. Do you follow Marie? Mary's friend, Marie Collette?
I hope I do. I believe that I do. But you know what?
Marie's
I got
the
to go to a
funniest on
doctor.
Twitter.
I got to go back to a doctor and see why is it that if you ask me who's your favorite anything,
Yeah.
I can't remember. All of a sudden, I
goes
freeze
away.
up. I freeze up.
All right, well, Thursday night, Andy will be on Marin, and he will be on the Acme stage, as well as Friday and Saturday. Brian Miller will be featuring for him. You got anything else you want to plug out there, Brian?
That's what I'm doing right now. So,
That
yeah.
is your life right now. I am Simonson. We've had a fun time today.
This was fun. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on, Andy. We enjoy your presence.
Why are we reading from a script?
Because that's how shows end.
All right, then. I will be back in touch with you.
I like your hair. Goodbye.
June.